Welcome back to SV Math Teach. Don't forget to like and subscribe. These videos are free for you to use, so help me out by subscribing and clicking through. With that in mind, let's go ahead and work on solving equations with variables on both sides. So we have our first example in blue. Mr. Lloyd has $800 in his savings account and spends $20 per week on Cheez-Its. I'm going to write a statement that's going to describe what's happening there. And then I read the second sentence. His daughter has $140 in her account and earns $10 per week for chores. So $140 in the account. Earning is adding $10 for every week of chores. How many weeks will it take until they have the same amount? Okay, so as soon as I see same amount, I got to be honest, I'm just going to move this guy over here and try to find out when they're the same or when they're equal. And that's how we get, or that's one of many ways where we get variables on both sides of an equation. Check it out. We have a variable right here and a variable right there, and that is one variable on the left and one variable on the right of our equation. So let's solve. To do this, it's very simple. Just look at your two variable terms, negative 20w and positive 10w. Look for the smaller term. In this case, it's negative 20w, and eliminate that. Get rid of it. The only way to get rid of it is to add the opposite. And of course, if you add to one side, you have to add to the other. But just add the opposite. And look, negative 20, positive 20, they completely cancel out. And I'm left with 800 is 140 plus 30w. Right there, there's combining like terms there. We're going to solve. Let's get rid of the constant on the side of the variable. Let's divide by the coefficient, in this case 30, and we have w is 22. So 22 weeks is the answer. Done and done. All right, so look for the smaller variable on both sides and find a way to eliminate that. You're going to see that same thing happen in example number 2, not in context of a word problem, but just a straight up math question. The difference in this one is that I see 3 variables, which is different. But you notice when I identify the 3 variables, I have 2 of them on the left. Those should be combined together before we do anything else. So when you do the same thing, drawing little arrows or identifying, I've seen students do this where they highlight the variables. And then if you bring a line down the middle and you see more than one highlight on one side or the other, those more than one highlights need to be combined before you can solve the problem. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and combine these two values. 10 plus 1.2 and 6 makes 7.2a is 12a minus 5. Okay, good. Now we have a problem very similar to the last one. 2 variable terms, one on the left, one on the right. We want to pick the smaller variable term, in this case, the 7.2a, and get rid of it. I'm going to get rid of this by subtracting from both sides. Here we go. Cancel it if you prefer. Not everybody likes to cancel and slash those things out. It's a little sloppy, but it's not going to harm anything. So we have 10 equals, this is 4.8a minus 5, and then the procedure is the same. Get rid of the constant on the variable side. That's the minus 5. Divide by the coefficient. And I did this one before. It's 3.125 is our answer. And we're done. All right, so solving problems with variables on both sides. Once again, do any work you need to simplify things, but then look for the smaller variable term and then simply eliminate it. Good luck.